Yo guys, welcome back to the Fryday Podcast. I'm your host, Big J.
I'm RJ.
Yeah. And we've got, welcome back to the show. Yeah. Got Bilal back for this week because I think we went a bit over last week.
Yeah, man, way too over last week, I think. 20 minutes man. Or something, innit?
You lot like kept me locked in this room for a whole week.
Like, we didn't even get halfway, I ain't gonna lie.
I know.
We didn't even get halfway.
Yeah.
We didn't get to the second part.
I told you though, innit? Like, I told you, like, when we're gonna get into it, there's going to be a lot. There's a lot to fit in.
Yeah, there was a lot, man. 100%.
Yeah,
no, but yeah, it's a good story.
Oh yeah, definitely. As well, good to hear those stories, man. Like back in the day, it's always good to hear those stories.
The feedback's been crazy.
In numbers.
Yeah.
100%.
There's been a lot of people that have been able to relate to it. You know, bringing back memories. They're like, oh yeah, they didn't know that these situations were happening, and you know, they get a different perspective of it.
Yeah.
You know, when you're in it, you don't realize it. It's only when you look at it afterwards that you realize.
Everyone's got their own view of the story, you know what I mean? So it's good, like, it's coming from you. Everyone's like, oh, okay, that's what happened.
All right, that's what really happened.
Yeah, that's what really happened.
I get it.
Yeah.
Do you want to do quickly?
All right, let's run through the sponsors.
Big up RS Glass and Glazing Limited for any of your glass needs. Like I said before, custom glass bits. Big up Mama's Kitchen each and every time.
Also, big up our new sponsor, Zap Me Up. Forget business cards, you got your digital business card right here. Literally, tap your phone, opens your page, and that's it.
I've got one now as well.
Simple as that, and also pet tags and everything.
It makes my business much easier. I can't even lie,
Simple,
man.
It's nice and easy, honestly. You got pet tags, so you get for your pets, lost pets, and all your business needs literally just on one card. Simple as that. Say goodbye to business cards.
Big up In-Brief Designs, and also, what's it called?
Crafted commitments.
That's his new thing, yeah. So they're both obviously
all wedding needs, every wedding need.
both from the same guy. Flexi Vehicle Hire. Christmas is coming up. Get all this.
That's it.
And big up Pyro too. We'll go through the trainers later because this week we got good ones. So yeah, back to it, man.
That's it.
Yeah, man.
So
where were we?
I let Bilal decide where were we. Do you remember? Where did we get to, man?
I think we got to a point of where
touring, I think.
Yeah, you were going right up to the touring bit.
Yeah, I was touring. That was going well. I think I picked up a Friday at Republic. It's called Skint Fridays. I launched that. And to be honest, I think Republic was open for a couple of years, and I was doing all the American artists. And then no, actually it was Bali that popped up. Rich List,
aren't you? Yeah.
So
Rahul was saying
you know, the funny thing is, I used to work for a company, and we did tickets for the races, for corporate events, things like that. Because I know they were doing a lot of corporate events.
Yeah.
They had Busta Rhymes for the Abu Dhabi races and things like that. It was mad. It was
so
crazy.
the Busta Rhymes, Craig David, and Rick Ross was something that I put together.
Oh, you put all of that together?
Yeah. And then I was out there, I was heading it all up. It was crazy.
Were you, you know, when you were going out there, was it back and forth, or were you out there for a minute?
No, so I was there for I'll be honest, I was only there for 5 days, but it was very intense 5 days.
I imagine because there was everything trying to get cracked. We were all stressed out trying to sort everything out as well. I know it was just running around and trying to get everything in cram.
Yeah, man. So Bali popped up. The interesting thing is those people that don't know, obviously people know him now for what he's done in terms of Rich List and the F1 and everything.
And the Marbella stuff and stuff like that, yeah.
But back in the day, Bali used to own a nightclub which was called Lounge One. Yeah, Flaming Colossus before that.
I remember.
So he was huge. In terms of before Finesse, the American artists that would come or anything serious that was happening, Bali was the guy.
Through him.
Yeah, Bali, I think in that time, he was bringing over Snoop Dogg, Sean Paul, 50 Cent. This was way before that. So he was
Genuine and stuff like that.
Yeah. So he was early, and he used to run a night, I think it was called Soul Kitchen back then. He used to smash Leicester. He used to manage these DJs from Coventry called the Cray Twins. They were the co-producers of PMC.
And two Punjabi guys. They did the tune ones as well, didn't it?
With Twister.
Yeah.
So Bali was the one that set all that up.
Yeah.
So he moved over to LA for a bit. So I don't think the club thing over here was such a big thing for him. He was involved in this thing that was called the Gizmondo. It was ahead of its time, PSP.
Oh yeah.
right?
yeah,
So he was working on that, and I think like he had some big deals going on with like Microsoft and so forth. He was doing phenomenal over there. But then I think there was something that happened in America with that deal. It all went wrong. And then he ended up coming back. And when he came back, interestingly enough, he was working on the doors. And he's actually related to Juggy and Suki.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was hilarious because he come back because 1 minute like everybody knew of him, high profile, you know, like bro, this guy was very well renowned.
Yeah.
But interestingly enough, like he's come and he's working on the doors, and everybody's like trying to figure out like how come he's working on the doors or whatever. And he was like, he'd picked up on the fact that I was in my prime at that time, like bringing the artists. So he'd obviously picked that up. He's a smart cookie, so he knows what's going on. So he said to me a couple of times that, oh bro, like I want to get you on board. Like I've got a couple of things coming up. But Bally was one of them guys, I think much like myself, you either love him or you hate him.
Yeah.
And my experience with Bally was pretty interesting because going back to probably the previous episode was I actually got set up in one of his clubs inside Lounge One. Yeah. I must have been like 18, 19. Back in the day then, we used to like record on cassettes and we used to give, you know, outside the club, you go outside and give them, not even CDs, bro, cassettes. Yeah.
Bang,
trying to get a set. But to be quite honest, like it wasn't set up by himself. I think it was the people that he was working with. There was a situation that happened in Leicester and it kind of got out of hand. The people that were supposed to sort it out in Leicester, they couldn't sort it out. I think they were a little bit held back because they would have probably got some comebacks off the back of it. So it got bigger, and there was some guys from Manchester. They've basically called. I didn't realise what it was. They've just called and said, "Oh, like we heard you DJ or whatever. You want to come down for a meeting?" I'm like, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
I've gone into Lounge One, gone up the stairs, whatever.
Oh my God, I still remember.
I'm just looking at like 2 or 3 guys, bro, and then bam.
What?
Just got walloped on the side of my head, bro. I got a scar here still to this day. Knocked out cold. All I can remember is just like flashbacks, like going down the stairs, just getting dragged down, sitting in the car, waking up in hospital. But what it was like, there were some guys that came from Manchester. I don't know if you guys know, there used to be these guys, it was called the Gooch Gang.
Yeah.
And they were serious guys from Manchester.
Yeah. There's documentaries on YouTube.
Yeah, these guys were serious guys, and like I didn't know what I'd got myself into at that point. But because I was within the events industry, talking to people would be like, yo, like, what happened? And I spoke to a couple of people and they're like, yo, like, they're not happy with you, whatever. That's what happened then. But so when Bally come to me, I was like, Bally, like, first I was avoiding him. I didn't want to sit down with him.
Yeah.
Because it was like, yo, like, I got
Why
set
are you
up.
even approaching me?
Yeah. But this is the type of guy he was.
Yeah.
Like, he knew what he wanted, so he's called me a restaurant. I think it was called Stars on Narborough Road, Caribbean place.
Oh yeah.
He's called me in there. No, actually, I was eating in there, and he's rang me, and I'm like, all right, cool, come, let's sit down and talk in it. So I said to him, I'm like, bro, like, I get it, but we've got some history, and like, you know, it wasn't right. So I'm not sure on how to take you or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, nah, he goes, I get that squashed right now. He's just jumped on the phone, told the guys, yo, like, when you guys are down here next, come and see him. We'll get it squashed and everything. So he got that squashed. He was like, it's not a thing. But then Bally said to me, he's like, look, like, I'm with you. He goes, I believe in you. What happened then? It was a mistake. It was an error, whatever, misjudgment. But now these guys have got you. And I want you to work with me on these parties. They're called rich list parties. I'm like, what's this guy on?
As soon as you
rich list parties.
Yeah. You think money?
So he's like, oh, we're doing them in London and we're doing them in the Grange Hotel. And I'm like, okay. I'm like thinking, okay, I bring out people in the Midlands, Leicester.
At this time, your team's going well.
Yeah. I'm bringing the artists.
Yeah,
so I'm like, I'm thinking, hey. And he's realized that I'm no longer with the Insatiable Music, so he's now trying to get it on. Like, look, you're not with them. What's going on? I can see that you're doing all right.
You got your own thing going on.
Yeah. So he's like, oh, like, look, I need somebody like you on my team. I'm like, all right, cool. But I didn't know what was going on. Bro, this guy's like making flyers. It's like, oh, we need to make this flyer. We need to do this. We need to do that. Like, we need to wrap up these champagne bottles, blah, blah, blah. I'm like thinking, hey, what's this guy on? It was different. It was a different approach.
Yeah.
Bro, like, we're doing a rave in a hotel. I don't know nobody really from London that I can draw out. And these were like spenders. This was before the era of when clubs turned into like bottles, where people were buying bottles.
Yeah, I remember.
Because before people were just going in, just drinking,
Right,
whatever.
yeah.
100%.
But this was when the era was coming in, and he had seen that in the States, in LA. So now he was looking at it. He was like, "We're going to do champagne showers. We're going to do
culture's
champagne.
changing,
Yeah, we're
yeah,
going to do
yeah.
champagne parties." So he was ahead of the game, and he's like, "Okay, we're going to do this." I'm like, all right, cool, bro. Like, we've gone to this party, and bro, like, it was in Grange Hotel, and the swimming area, the pool, it comes up. And then what he's done is, bro, he's created beds, right? All around the edges. And there's about, 12 beds, like little stage areas he's built, and then he's put like white towels over them. So he's created them as beds. So now you go to Ocean Club or whatever, they say,
Like
"Look,
Dre's in Las Vegas.
Yeah,
exactly,
yeah,
like
yeah.
The open part,
Yeah.
the deck.
So next to each bed is a hot tub.
Oh
yeah.
my God.
And bro, me and him are putting these together. I'm scratching my head thinking, yo, what is this?
What kind of party is this?
Yeah, what is this guy
What's
on?
going on?
What is this guy on? Bro, like, there's a couple of other partners that are involved, and these lot are talking about, yeah, we got spenders, we've got this spender coming, yeah, that table sold, that table sold. Bro, I'm just thinking, where are these people coming from? Like, everybody sounds like they're
that's it.
gassing.
Yeah.
Yeah, fully gassing. I was like, okay, I'm just going with the flow, innit?
Yeah.
Like, bro, this guy's taking me to London, he's paying for my hotels, paying for food, bro. I'm just like, all right, cool.
Let's go with it.
Yeah, let's roll with it. And I'm living a 5-star life, but I'm trying to figure it all out.
Where's it
still.
coming from?
Yeah. Bro, the party happened and it was different. Bro. Different. Bro, there must have been about 150, 200 people in there, but bro, there was footballers in there, there was wealthy people in there. And basically what it was Bali brings a set of spenders.
Yeah.
Another guy, I think his name was Mo Samba, he was connected with the footballers.
Yeah.
So he'll bring them in.
He'll bring them. And then Bali says, yo, my guy's gonna bring out like 10 ace of spades. So then that guy goes and tells them, yo, I'm gonna bring out 20. Bro, it starts,
It's like
it's like a war, bro. Bro, these are a party,
bank,
man.
take
Yeah,
little
bro,
bank.
I'm just
Yeah,
watching this.
100%.
Bro, I felt like the smallest guy there.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just looking around, yeah, and I'm feeling like I'm the cleaner, bro. I'm just like trying to tidy everything up, bro. I'm scratching my head thinking, yo, where has this guy brought me? I'm like, whoa. Yeah, so there was that. And then after that, I was like, all right, cool. So he's definitely got something going for himself.
Yeah.
Then he goes, we got Trey coming over, Trey Songs. He was pretty tight with him. So we did a little tour with Trey Songs. I think we brought him to Chili White as well. When he come over, yeah. So we put Trey Songs in Chili White. That was because of Bali. And then also at the same time, he was talking about Marbella. And he's like, oh, we've got some stuff going on there. Come on, let's go. I worked with him in Marbella. We worked a couple of summers. And then we were working in Dubai. We got onto the F1 with him. And yeah, bro, like it was eye-opening. It was a change.
Sounds like he's got a big network, innit?
Bro, huge network. And this guy is not afraid to talk to anyone. And to be honest, what he did for me, like, was amazing because, like, there's like blocks in your head you don't realize, and you're almost like, I'm only allowed to do this. I can only do this.
Yeah.
I couldn't
You
speak to them.
limit yourself, innit?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
limit yourself. Yeah, bro, this guy has no boundaries, bro.
Yeah.
This guy is like, okay, we're going to do something in that hotel there. We're going to go and get it. Bro, I'm in Abu Dhabi on the F1 circuit, the only racetrack in the world that's got a nightclub over the racetrack. Yeah?
mad.
And we're doing the event in there, bro.
Man, innit?
I'm just like, yo, like,
So I
wow.
went into a different world of it, innit?
Different world, bro. Like,
different world.
we were sat with billionaires, bro. Was sat with celebs and everything, but like, it wasn't really me, bro. Like, I'm a grafter.
Yeah.
They come from a different lifestyle, bro.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff that they'd say, or the way that they'd talk to people or whatever, I was always kind of, like held back from it. But nah, Bali's a different kettle of fish, man.
Yeah.
Like, but
You get
Bali's
certain people in life like that, innit? And
yeah,
they're different,
bro.
innit?
He's a winner. He's a winner. And like, bro, I'll be honest, like, he's one of them guys, like, he could ring my phone right now and say, yo, you need to come to Dubai or you need to go LA. And bro, if he picks up the phone and rings and says, I gotta go.
Yeah.
There's no questions asked. It means it's business. It's just the way it is.
I remember as well, like literally when we were working with Rich List, when we had meetings with Bally, he used to drive in and come in. Everyone was just like, yo, make sure Bally's coming in, make sure everything's looking good, make sure everything's
Yeah.
Make sure that boardroom's looking good, like 100%.
Bally's hard work in terms of like he's got a lot of things going in his head, and it's interesting because he's very like off the cuff, like he thinks differently. He's very proactive, and like there's only certain people that can really like work with him and be around him 24/7. You have to understand him. But yeah, like it was great, man. Like without him, I wouldn't have started my company, which was Media Board International, which was like a marketing company. So we were doing artwork, we were doing marketing, and bro, like we had some crazy clients coming off the back of Rich List. So Bally would say, look, we've got this. He'd say, oh, Bilal looks after Rich List. He looks after everything, but he's also got his company, and we do this. So yeah, he just opened up a load of floodgates for us, and he taught me a whole load of stuff in the corporate world. Yeah. It's crazy to think he comes from Leicester as well.
So a lot of those things have you put into practice then?
Yeah. He's inspired me to feel like I can go anywhere. Like I'm doing stuff in NEC now. I'm contacting arenas all across the country.
Crazy, man.
You got to think there's that. Plus, I was already dealing with the artists, so I'm already picking up all of these vital experiences
and contacts at
the same time. And I'm in the right places. I'm doing the right business, and yeah, like a lot of it comes down to being true to your word and being honest and having loyalty for the right people, because it's very easy to get into a project like that. And, there's a lot of people, I'd probably say like 95% of people would just be like, yeah, I can do this myself. There's a quick buck to be made on the side here. And I don't think
realize the graft in it.
No, they don't realize like what could happen tomorrow. Like, yeah, you can do somebody dirty today, but in 3 months' time, 6 months' time, when another deal comes on the table and it presents itself, everything changes.
Sometimes people look at the success and just see it as luck, but it ain't, man. They don't look at the middle part of how you got from A to B. You know what I mean?
So the luck, like for anybody that thinks that, hey, he's been lucky, whether that's myself, Bally, or anyone, I see as that person has created that luck.
Oh yeah,
they've created that opening. They've created that 100%. Opening, and there might be an element of, it's gone better than, that person would have thought of.
Expected,
Yeah, but if you didn't make that opportunity available to yourself,
then it wouldn't happen.
Exactly, 100%.
Yeah. So Bally really drove that on me.
So I was going to say, you mentioned Trey Songz, and how did the Drake situation come about?
So
bring Drake to Leicester.
So I don't know if you guys remember, Drake was supposed to come 2 years before he actually came to Leicester.
Oh yeah,
right.
Cancelled.
And
was that before his first album?
No. This was 2 years before. Literally 2 years before.
Did you not promote it as well?
We promoted it. We put it out, bro. In in the space of like 10 minutes, we'd sold out.
Yeah.
That's like mad. 2,500 tickets done. Money was sat in the bank. That was coming from my guys at Live Base. They had built this relationship with Drake. We'd already done him in Birmingham so many times and Manchester. So now it was just a case of like, oh, if it becomes available for Leicester, can we do it? What it is these artists, they go on their concert tours, and the big artists, they don't want to travel from city to city.
Yeah.
So when they finish their concert, they finish at 10:30, 11. They just want to hang about.
It's local,
yeah. So when you're telling them to travel from Birmingham to Leicester, bro, it's a 45-minute drive.
Yeah.
Compared to America, that's where you'd be traveling generally anyway to get to a club. So
get to the same city.
So you gotta get into that conversation with them, and all of that. So we had the conversation a couple of times, and it fell through a couple of times, but this time it seemed cement that it was happening. We put everything out. Everything was kosher up until the day before. Now, basically what it was our role as Live Base was to look after the artist.
Yeah.
And where, like I said, like take them out to eat. Yeah. So we do all of that.
Wine and dine.
Now, what happens is like, within their own team, they have people that come along and will say, yo, like, yeah, we can pick up a quick 50. If we go to that restaurant or we go to that shisha cafe or whatever. So I think they went to Arabian Nights, which was the night before they were supposed to be in Leicester, which wasn't a part of what we were doing.
Yeah.
They basically got it stuck on them. Bro, the Viano's got smashed up.
No.
I've heard that shooters got pulled out and all sorts, bro. Drake's basically said, like, he's screwing. He's like, yo, like, who set this up?
Yeah.
Like, who brought me to this venue? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, but now everybody on his team is kind of like, they're like, yo, he's, might be silenced now because the boss is now talking. He's screwing. He's now saying, yo, I ain't coming out. I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. I ain't coming out. We're like, what? But I didn't know this, bro. I didn't know this until probably about 4 o'clock of the day of the event that is supposed to be in Leicester. I'm just waiting for my call and my phone's not rang all day.
Yeah. So
I'm thinking good. I'm thinking good.
Yeah.
If no calls, no nothing, usually means everything's good.
Yeah.
If people are ringing your phone, say asking for this,
stressing.
It's a problem. But this was silent, so I was like, yo, my guys have got it sorted. And usually on the bigger artists, it's simpler.
Yeah.
Right? The communications aligned because they're very professional, very, very black and white. It just gets done. But nah, like...
It literally just gets done because obviously they've got a team. Where
they've got a full-on proper processes. At 4 o'clock, 5 guys rang me and he said, T, he's not coming.
What?
So what just happened yesterday?
I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, he's not coming, bro. Like, something happened. There was an incident yesterday. Bro, I'm just like, you're joking, right? Like, I've got 10 years worth of clout here. Yeah. I've brought every single artist under the face of this planet, to the city, right? In a bid to bring the biggest artist in the world, right now, and you're telling me that he's not coming.
On the day.
On the day,
PM.
I go, bro, this is going to hit me. This is going to hurt, bro.
Of course it's going to.
And he's like, bro, we're trying. We've been trying since morning, but T, it's not looking good. I'm like, wow, okay. But you got to think, bro. I've done all these artists.
Yeah.
J. Cole, Tyga, Game, T-Pain, Sean Paul. All of these artists that we've done is in a bid to get the biggest artist in the world.
Yeah. It's all worked up to this,
to this. And the fact that we're selling out instantly is proof of that.
Testament,
Yeah, it's a testament to that. Bro, like, if I had to ring the owner of the club, tell him he wasn't happy, bro, like, then we just had to put it out. And then you get everything. Bro, the feedback you get is, yeah, Drake was never coming to Leicester.
Yeah.
You know? Why would he come to Leicester?
He was trying to sell tickets.
Yeah. Then they're just, bro, I just straight away, like, refund all the tickets, refunded. Bro, there was a good amount there, bro. Yeah. It was nice. It was healthy. Bro, that hurt, bro.
Yeah.
It killed me. Because now people were like, bro, you are only as good as your last event. That's how the promotion world works. Bro, everybody's laughing. Everybody's just taking the piss. You're just like,
because you put your name on that, do you know what I mean? You put your name on
bro. And I'm saying it with chest. And the city's backing you. And you know, all the haters, they're now coming out and they're like, yeah, he was never coming. You know the people that didn't buy the tickets. That didn't
were quiet, that didn't say nothing when you announced it.
Yeah.
Just come up under the rocks
bro,
when something goes wrong.
It killed, bro, for like
100%.
For months on end, bro. I was like, I was in a bad way. It affected me big time. It even affected like what happened after, because after that, let's say we had Tory Lanez, I think about 2 months later, Tory Lanez was in his prime. We didn't sell as many tickets because the market had lost confidence. But we carried on going. I think we did Nelly, Ashanti. We carried on going, and then the UK artists we were doing like D Block, Stormzy. We were doing all of this stuff we were doing in Leicester. It was smashing it. So what they actually did was they actually said, like, my guys at Live Base, they goes, look, this is our guy, like Bilal, he's part of our team. And I actually know Drake's manager, Future the Prince. He's actually his DJ. And he said, look, you know him. Like, you know, you guys have just dropped out. Like, we have to do something. And my guy, I was just like to my guys, yo, just get my man to just do a video, innit?
Yeah.
He doesn't need to post it on his own socials. We'll post it on ours, you know, and that's it. It'll be done. Or just get him to write out a message or whatever. Nah, like, they're like, nah, go to Brussels. in 3 days. It's all paid for. You go there and you'll get a picture.
You.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you really want me to go all the way there to get a picture with my man, and to prove that that I wasn't messing with it,
Oh, come on.
bro. I was killing, bro. I was like hurting, bro. Went there. I actually went with Bali's son, Indy, Richless Jr.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, like we gotta go, and it like. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go see Drake. He's like, what? I'm like, yeah, you want to come? Because yeah, cool. we went there, bro. It was the most awkward thing ever, bro.
Really?
Awkward thing ever, bro.
Did he explain the situation like that? This is what happened?
No. He's just like, come stood next to me. Bro, like
Quick
3-4 seconds, quick, gone. Gone. Like he doesn't even look.
Sorry.
Nothing, bro. My man just come stood next to me, bro. My pictures on Instagram with him, yeah. You'll just see, bro. It looks like he's just come next to me. He's just shoved up next to me. Took a picture. So basically, all it was somebody's basically told him, manager or his team or whatever, basically said to him, yo, listen, you have to go get a picture of my man. He's from Leicester.
Yeah, that's the one we
Yeah,
fucked up.
yeah, we fucked up. Yeah, so just do that picture. All right, cool. I got the picture, bro. And you look at my picture, yeah, it's the worst picture ever, bro. Yeah, I look vexed, bro. I'd gone from being like, from being a road man into looking presentable. In that picture, bro, my cap's like fully down, and I just thought, like, this, bro, it's the worst picture ever, like.
Oh shit.
But it is what it is. But then 2 years later, his tour got announced again, and you hear about it. Okay, but now I'm saying, yo, we do Drake, we won't do it in Leicester. I'm not going through that again. Let's just So in Brum, I'll do the after parties there. We used to put them in Prism. I was like, we can stick it in there. Blah blah blah. All right, cool. Actually, Bali's son Indy has come to me.
Yeah.
And well, before he's come to me, my live bass guys have rang me and they've said, yo, T, you guys have put in an offer in from Leicester, from Republic for Drake. I'm like, nah, not me. Like, bro, like my offer's come through you. He's like, nah, somebody's put an offer in. I'm like, I'll find out, innit? So I've rang the owner. I said, owner, I'm like, yo, like, what's this? So I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know anything. 2-3 days later, Indy's popped up, and Indy said, yo, bro, I got some lads that are saying that they want to do Drake in Leicester, and they've got the contacts. I'm laughing. I'm saying, bro, it's not about the contacts. I goes, we can get the deal done right now. But I goes, I just don't want to do this right now. I don't want to get into this. And he's like, nah, but they want to do it. They want to sit down with you.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, cool. I'm now like, all right, they can't put it in anywhere else but Republic, so they're going to have this conversation. I've told my guys at Live Base, like, I found the guys, they're coming to see us. I'm going to find out what it is. Cool, so they've come, sat down with them. Young guys, nice guys, man. Like, but, guy from Leicester. And he's like, yeah, so I've got some guys that can get it done. And I'm like, okay, but bro, I can get it done as well.
Yeah.
Because we can get it done clean, no headaches or anything. If you want to do it, cool. Because so we tried working out a deal. The deal, I think they were just like, we want to get it done through our people.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, cool. If you're going to get it done through your people, this is what the market value is. Do not put an offer higher than this. Right? And I goes, look, I'll be honest with you, like my guys are going to be screwing, but I'm telling you, put the offer in that I'm saying to my guys. All right, cool. They've gone away, come back. They goes, oh, our offer's been accepted. My live bass guys have rang as well. They're saying, yo, what's going on? Bro, these guys are screwing. Yeah. They're like, bro, like, how are these guys putting this offer in? Bro, when I'm saying a big offer,
way above market
value. Now, you got to think of the situation that's being caused here. Yeah? If the market value in Leicester is that much, that means how much is London?
Exactly.
Yeah, London.
Inflation.
How much is Paris? Yeah. How much is Amsterdam?
It's just going to
the whole game, innit?
So everything across the board, my guys are saying, yo, we've been doing these tours with Drake for X amount of years. These guys are just coming and put this offer in. Now they're expecting everybody's offers to be at this. You need to...
This is my value now.
Yeah.
All right.
They're like, yo, bro, like, you need to get this sorted. They're putting pressure on me. I'm scratching my head thinking...
You got nothing to do with me.
Bro, I'm trying to work it out. But I'm trying to tell the boys, I'm like, listen, you shouldn't be offering that
Too much.
Withdraw the offer, put it through our books here, and it'll be kosher. I goes, I'll look after it and everything.
And the offer will obviously be less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now we've got it done, bro. Like, we've got the paperwork. All right, cool. Well, we want you involved financially. Like we don't want to, fall out with you. We respect you or whatever. I'm like, bro, I was over the moon that they actually come and sat down with me. They could have put the offer in and done all of that, and not even come to me. So all respect to them for that. They said, look, this is what the deal is, and I was like, these numbers don't stack up. I goes, you lot are going to lose. They were expecting that people were going to pay 40, 50 pound a ticket to see him in Club Republic.
Oh, never.
And I was like, that's not going to happen.
This ain't a concert.
Yeah, I goes, this ain't going to happen. So this was, again, where my experience was showing. And I was just like, yo, lads, like, I'll support you all the way. And to be honest, at this moment of time, I can get it pulled. Yeah. Right? But Drake's management had actually told Live Base, they've said, yo, you see this deal?
Yeah.
Just fall back in it.
Yeah.
Like, let us deal with this. You lot will get paid. But everybody was still unhappy because it was like, it was out of our control.
Yeah.
Cool, the events are coming up. And we're just watching it like to see how legit it was because we're hearing from management, the offer's there or whatever, but the flyers taking a while to get approved. And it wasn't one of our flyers. You could clearly see the differentiation. So the flyer went out, cool.
Were you lot still doing Drake in prison in Brum as well?
Nah. So what did we do it on that run? I can't even remember whether we did it on that run. But I was supporting these guys. Like I was pushing it from my channels. Like it was my ticketing platform that was selling it. I got no problem with that, but these are the conditions. That's what I said to them. And to be honest, I didn't take anything for them, but I was just like, look, I want it to happen. I need it to happen for the city, right? Like more than anything, I need it to happen for the city just so that I can feel like I've completed this task. I'll play my role in it. All right, cool. The tickets weren't going, bro. Got up to 700-800 tickets.
And still. What would you think? 2.5. Okay.
Yeah, they were
What do you
expecting.
think the issue was? People didn't believe it.
People didn't want to believe it. The market had lost faith in it, innit?
Yeah.
Right? There was hit after hit after hit before that, and everybody was coming out. All it takes is one bad show, right? And then that's it. Bro got up to like 1,200. It was an interesting day, man. Like, so it wasn't Drake's manager that come that day. It was his best mate, and this is what I'm saying. Like, this game is dirty because his manager come. Bro, they've already been paid over the odds. And he's just putting stipulations in place like, yo, like you can't have more than 1,200 people in here.
No.
Right? Otherwise,
Trying to get out of it somehow.
Otherwise, it's going to be mayhem.
Yeah.
Like, this is Drake and blah, blah, blah. And I'm telling my man, I'm like, yo, listen, this is why I said you need to go through the right channels.
Get the paperwork sort of properly.
Yeah. So, bro, even on the night when before they've come, his best mates come. I'm not going to say names because I don't want to get anyone in trouble.
Yeah.
He's come and, bro, he's come to the front door. He's checked the clicker, bro. And he's looked at the clicker. I'm like, okay. It was under 1,200 at that point. He looked around and he realized like it weren't 2,500, 3,000. But what if it was? Who was getting that money?
Yeah.
Who was going to... Bro, imagine these men have paid over the odds by 30, 40K. But now he's still sniffing about. And this is how dirty the game is, right? Now, we're there behind stage, like Drake's come. I'm like, yeah, cool. So his mates basically tapped the guy, Sook, and tapped me and he's, oh, can we go around the back? And bro, I've already clocked what's going on.
What's happening?
I already know what's going on. Yeah. I could already see Future getting the decks ready. He's looked over to Drake. Drake's giving him the nod. Yeah, the mic's coming out. Everything's happening.
Okay.
Yeah. I've clocked. I already know. My man's about to go on.
Yeah.
And this guy's tapped. And gone round the back, gone by the fire exit. And this guy's now talking to Sook and me. And he's like, so yeah, Drake's here. Yeah, you guys stuck to the arrangement as to not letting more than 1,200 people in. And but if you want him to perform, you know, we need to sort out a deal.
What do you mean? So I do. You just sort of...
The deal, bro. I'm just there. I'm like, with all due respect, guys. I go, this isn't a me conversation.
Yeah, no.
It's not my deal.
It's not my deal
to me.
I've come away from it. I've come inside, bro. Drake's already just about to pop on the stage. So my man's done his deal there or whatever. Yeah, cool. He's done his deal. Drake's already on stage, performing. So whether that deal was done or not, he was still going on stage. Yeah, cool. I don't know what do you think my man took an extra 100 quid, an extra grand?
No.
I'll let you guys judge that, edit. Yeah? Cool. Imagine this now. There's a picture. Yeah. Now it's time for the pictures. Yeah. So Drake's performed. Bro, it was mad. Yeah. I was over the moon. Drake's performed, he's gone up in the VIP, he's chilling up there. Everybody's always obviously trying to get a picture or whatever, everybody's hanging about. Cool. And then, interestingly enough, the owner's drunk and he's just like, yo, he said to his mate, he's like, yo, I want to get a picture. Like, yeah. And the guy said, 10 grand a picture.
Fuck it.
Yeah, that's what he said. It's a 10 grand a picture, yeah. Check this now, yeah. My man's like, yo, shut up, man. I'll give you a bottle of Ciroc or whatever. My man's just crowded about, yeah. Anybody that knows this guy, knows this guy's a weapon, yeah. He's loving life. He's got the biggest artist in the world in his club. Yeah, we've made up for it. And I told him, I was like, yo, listen, like, it's going to be cool, innit? Like, it's legit. It's happening. But monetary value-wise, like, I don't know. But
the events happen.
Yes. Yeah. All right. Bro, at the end, he's got the picture. The owner's got the picture. And Sook, he's got the picture. All right, cool. The show's done. Bro, I went home and I felt complete.
Yeah.
Drake had been delivered to Leicester. Yeah? In whatever format it was, it got delivered. Wicked, cool. Bro, like 3 days later, my man's rang, his mates rang. And the live bass guys and said, yo, I want the owner's number. Like, for the 10K, bro. He wants a 10K. Yeah?
My uncle was joking as well.
Yeah, bro. It was 10K. We've all just laughed it off. Like, my live bass guys said, look, I'm just letting you know that this is what he's saying, but I've told him, yo, you can't. Like, that's not a thing.
That is living taking.
Yeah, but basically, a couple of days later on the last London show, them boys that, that put that together, put them finances up, they basically went to London and they must have paid what they had to extra that they agreed. Yeah. So they overpaid initially.
And they got stung on top.
They basically paid for Drake to come and inspect your club for 40K and then some for him to perform. My God. And then 20K for a picture.
Yeah, bro. It was mad, bro. It was mad. Bro, these guys, unfortunately, did not understand the business.
That's crazy.
I felt bad for them, but all the way I was telling them,
you're guiding them the right way, but they didn't just. They didn't take.
But this was a prime example of people that are not from the business, and this is what's happening a lot now. And this is what was putting me off. Was like, yo, how can somebody else just come like that, and no experience or anything, chuck in these silly offers and just mess up the market? Because that could have easily just been, if they would have just promoted it themselves. I don't know, like without our support, who knows what numbers they would have done. That would have been a bad reflection on us as well.
Yeah, 100%.
So, yeah, it was interesting. But by that time, we'd completed it, bro. But then, where do you go from there?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask the next question. How do you
transition into
from that to Halal Food Shop Online? And was it, what year was that? Because, first year, before I researched it, because I know obviously I know you and I follow it. At first I thought it was through COVID, because I thought your people stopped going clubbing in COVID. And Bilal's, he's a hungry guy, what can he do? And he moved on to this.
So the Drake thing I think happened in 2017. In 2018, I was lucky enough to be able to take my parents to pilgrimage in Saudi Arabia. I took them. And it's actually a thing, like, my parents haven't been together since I was 2-3 years old. My mum was always on my case. And she'd seen that I was earning good money, not just from the events, but from the marketing company, from Media Board International. We had some good clients. So I stacked that money up and she was always like, oh, I want to go. Every parent, every Muslim parent wants to go. And I said, under one premise, I get to take my dad as well.
Yeah.
So they agreed. I took them. It was the most amazing experience of my life. Humbled me down totally. When I came back, it was just like, bro, I couldn't even look up at people. I was just so tunnel visioned into just calmness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like any negative energy was just shut out. You get what I'm saying?
Just wanted peace.
But the thing was like people would ask also, congratulations, like you went and completed Hajj. what do you do? I'm a nightclub promoter.
Because the math ain't nothing.
Nah. And I'm feeling it, bro. My heart's telling me, yo, like, you need to do something better with your skill set.
Yeah.
You've been given all the resources. You've been given the ability to do all of this.
Now put it into practice.
Put it into practice in a good place, in a good way. So at that point, like, I was looking about, I was thinking, well, what can I actually do? So I actually come up with the concept of the Halal Food Shop, the online grocery service from what? About end of 2018. I came up with the concept and I went about and I spoke to people about it, like food, people that manufacture food or whatever, thinking, I can pick up this stock from them. Or I'm asking them. I'm not saying to them, I want stock. I'm saying to them, I'm going to open an online grocery service. But these guys are looking at me like, who's this food do?
Trying something new.
Yeah, like, this guy's new to this. Like why is just tell us how much stock you want. Almost like that.
Yeah.
I'm just, bro, I'm just getting negative feedback.
What do you do?
Yeah, bro. These lot are looking at me like, oh, bro, I'm feeling disrespected, bro. I'm like, yo, do these guys not know like what I'm capable of? So, yeah, like, I started putting it together. I think COVID come and everything stopped for us. Money stopped. And I was already like, I wasn't feeling the nightlife stuff. Like, I wasn't as involved in terms of like wanting to be inside the club. And, like, bro, what you got to remember is when you're a promoter, you're dealing with all sorts of problems. Yeah. You're dealing with let's say you're bringing an artist, you're dealing with the artist issues. You're dealing with the owner of the club. You're dealing with the management. You're dealing with security. You're dealing with the people that work on the bar. And then finally, the customers that come, bro, they're intoxicated.
The ravers.
That's the worst time.
Yeah. So everybody around you is in a place where they could say anything to you.
Yeah.
And put you in a bad mind.
Under the influence as well.
Yeah. So it was just like, it was rocky, bro. Like, to me, I was just like, yo, I'm not feeling as comfortable being in these places.
It's the opposite to peace, isn't it?
Yeah. I was like, yo, this isn't peaceful to me.
Yeah.
Because before I was up for a row, but now it wasn't that I didn't have it in me, because when I'd lose my temper, I'd lose my temper. But I was like, I don't want to lose my temper. If I see something is going on over there, I was now removing myself from it. I was like, nah, like, that's not for me. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's somebody else's job to handle, But yeah, so COVID come and everything stopped, income stopped. So we thought, let's launch the Halal Food Shop. And me and Nouri started it.
I was just going to say, quick one, Nouri, was he with you doing the...
Yeah, so he was doing the events with me. And interestingly enough, it was 6 months before he actually come to me. And I think, like, we had a couple of partners that work with us. And, working as promoters is hard work. Yeah. Everybody has their own personalities or whatever. Nouri come and he sat down and he's like, bro, he goes, I'm done with, like, this...
promotion shit.
Yeah, bro, like... And he was looking to settle down as well. So, like,
did he just feel that his part of life?
And I could see it. I could see it. Yeah.
Basically.
Like, I goes, look, Nouri, I goes, it's up to you. If you want to move on, you're more than welcome to move on. But I want to try this halal concept.
Yeah.
I goes, look, we've got this halal food shop in the background. I want to get this off the ground.
Was there a gap in the market? Sorry, I know you just want to say.
Yeah. Like, when you typed in halal groceries on Google,
just Tesco and that would come up.
Yeah, bro, the very basics.
Yeah, you're very basic.
Very basics, bro. And there was not a marketing, like, brand superpower that everybody can know. So, like, let's say you guys, if you guys are hosting, a meal this weekend and you guys were not from Leicester, if you didn't have the available options to you, but you heard of the Halal Food Shop, you could just go online and just type it in, quick, done. It looks the part. It fits in line with the generation that now, it had changed. Like, that's how I was seeing it. I was seeing it as...
That's how people are shopping, the trend.
It's changing. And, like, as a younger, am I comfortable going into, or would my sister be comfortable, or would my, let's say, I don't know, anybody's sister or anybody's wife going into the butchers, are they comfortable?
Yeah.
Going into Mr. Burger and, all of these supermarkets, are they comfortable? Do they want to be in there? Or are they quickly going in there with the hood on and just quickly getting everything in the basket and getting out? You get me? So I was like, nah, like there's a market for this. I want to create a brand. We're not going to be the cheapest because like we're coming with quality.
Yeah.
Quality service, quality brand. Yeah.
You want people to keep coming back to you.
Yeah. So yeah, with Nuri, he was already in the background, like starting to ignite that. But yeah, COVID come. So right, let's do this. How do we start? Bro, we contacted Liberty Foods. They're in Hamilton, and we said, yeah, we need some stock. They said, yeah, cool. I had some money, and I was like, right, cool. So we'll pick up like $2,000 worth of stock. All right, cool. So they're saying, where should we deliver it? We're like, yeah, just deliver it home. I'm like, Nuri, can you just count up like how much space we need in the freezer? Bro, we're looking for second-hand chest freezers on Gumtree, yeah? Bro, I got 2 in my garage. Bro, like, we counted, like manually with our hands. Like, we got like probably about 5 packets from our own freezer. Put them in the freezer, we counted like, okay, that makes up about 5, yeah? Bro, where are we putting the other 150 boxes?
Oh my God.
Bro, I've already paid.
For the stock?
I've already paid for the stock.
Yeah.
And bro, this is the start. So I can't go back to the supplier and say,
I don't want it.
I don't want it anymore. Can you send me my money back? Yeah. I'm like, So then I spoke to a couple of people, and one guy goes, yo, you need a walk-in freezer.
You need a big thing,
Or like a
innit?
chest freezer or something like that. Yeah, in the like something like that, man.
So yeah, bro, I think it was on a Thursday. I'm just ringing about looking for these freezers. Bro, Monday morning, somebody's in my garage. This is during COVID, fitting a 2 meter by 2 meter walk-in freezer, bro. Yeah. Bro, we just started. We just got the stock in there. Bro, we started. We didn't even know what we were doing. We just had a cardboard box. So we're just putting frozen goods inside it with ice packs, nothing else.
That's crazy.
Just thinking, it's going to get there safely.
It'll be all right.
Bro, imagine this. We put the website online. Yeah. And like we were looking to launch it on a Sunday. It was Saturday. And bro, we've activated it on Saturday, but we've not told anyone. It's just sitting there, bro.
Ready.
Yeah, sitting there ready. Bro, about 7, 8 p.m. on Saturday, orders come through.
What?
We're like, what? Sunday morning, let's say we're going to launch at 3, 4 o'clock. About 11, 12 o'clock, another orders come through. We're scratching our heads, bro. Like, wow. Yeah, like, where are these people even finding it from? Obviously, there must have been some Google traction or I don't know.
Keywords.
Yeah, something was happening. Something that we had done. Yeah. So then we said, all right, cool. Then we launched it. We like put it active live and whatever. And bro, like what were we expecting? I think in the first year, we would have been happy with 30,000, 40,000 pounds turnover. We weren't looking to like take the market by storm. Like we wanted to, but like we were thinking realistically, what can we do? Right. Bro, like we're talking 30, 40 grand. We were expecting to take in the first year. Bro, we did over £250,000 in the first year. Yeah, bro.
That's crazy.
It was mad.
That deserves a round of applause.
Yeah, bro. Like we did
in COVID time, going into something that you said that you don't really know about.
Bro, we said it.
You know what the thing is? You looked at a need in the market.
Yes.
You saw it.
Yeah.
You didn't sit on your ass at home. You just went and did something about it.
Like
in COVID.
2 weeks, I sat down,
man.
I played FIFA. I played FIFA,
Yeah.
I got bored, man. No, we have to get this active. So we did it. But yeah, then we learned, bro, like the first order's gone out, bro. Customers emailing, yo, this is defrosted. We're like, what do you mean it's defrosted? How do we do this? Then we're learning we need to get insulation. Cool. Bro, even when we're putting insulation, some customers are complaining, saying, oh, nah, like this ain't working. Yeah, bro. Like we're dealing with different careers. You know, it was interesting. That time, the roads were quiet.
Yeah,
right?
The roads were dead.
Yeah. Bro, us are just jumping in the car, going from city to city, just dropping the box off. We're like, yeah, that would be cheaper or whatever. We're having a laugh. Bro, we're like getting all over the country quick and coming back home. We're like, yeah. And it was summer. Bro, we got the windows down, blazing. We're like, yes, God, yeah, yes, this is nice. But yeah, it was good. At the same time, one of our creative director who had nothing to do with it then, Zayn, he'd picked up on it and we'd said, look, we're looking for somebody to deal with the marketing side, the branding side. I want somebody dedicated to it. He was interested. He jumped on board. So he changed the look of the website slightly.
What about Media Board? Was that still running at this time?
Yeah, so Media Board was running in the background, but it wasn't doing what it needed to do. Restaurants and everything were closing as well. So I had quite a few restaurants on board, but during COVID, bro, it was just like, bro, nobody had money. Yeah. So our finances had dropped down. Like we had a part from media board, but it wasn't like, it was good enough to last us 3 to 6 months. It wasn't good enough to last us longer than that. Bro, like we didn't know. We thought, COVID, what, 3 months or something? Be done.
It's going to be done, innit? Yeah.
Man. This thing lasted. But yeah, man, the halal food shop took off.
Got the van, the freezer van.
Yeah, we got the freezer van. We thought that should be a look. Got it all branded, and yeah, man, like I said, like $250,000 in the first year in a business that we'd never touched. It was phenomenal.
That's crazy.
When did the shows come around then?
So one of the things that we had said was, with the halal food shop, we wanted to use events as a way to promote
the food that you...
the halal food shop. Yeah. Okay. So we were like, that's what we're going to do at some point. We looked at a few. There was one that happened in London. It was huge. And I went to that one a couple of years before, and I looked at it and I was like, yeah, this is interesting. I'd like to do something when the time's right, but I need some influence in the market. And I thought, hey, with the halal food shop, I'll be talking to the right brands and everything. Yeah. So then, we started putting the festivals together, and it's been phenomenal. I think this is we did the festivals after COVID. We started with Leicester. I think in Leicester, we did like...
Where was it? Leicester one I do
Morningside Arena.
Oh, yeah.
You've got one coming up at NEC as well, right?
Yeah. So we did Leicester and Manchester in the first year. So initially, we were only looking to do Leicester and then do Manchester in the following year, but we'd already laid down our deposits. And as COVID was getting like prolonged, we were like, whoa. Then we were just like, look, we just have to do it. Like Manchester, like first of all, you're going into a whole new market. And the reason why we thought that we could affect the market was because the hunger and desire that we had, the expertise that we had from nightlife, not saying like the nightlife in terms of what we were doing inside the clubs, but I think like how you prepare for the events and everything, all the background work that goes into it was coming into practice. And we looked at the market and we were like, we can make a real difference. You look at brands now, like Fat Buns, for example, and look at their branding, it's powerful.
They smash it with their branding.
So we were, at that time, they were just coming up, and I was like, we can, that's the level that we're at. We want to push the halal market in that direction. Because we felt that with halal, it can come across as very... anything religious can come across as very strict.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
And
I get it.
People will almost be like, no, it has to be done in a traditional way. But the truth is like, if you don't keep up with the market trends, it's just going to get further and further behind. So I said to myself, and I challenged myself to be like, look, now we need to get more people like myself, like championing what they are. And championing the food that I thought, no, you know what? I'm going to pay back to my faith via, championing halal food. Right? I've got the ability to do that.
Is there two ways that people do it, apparently? Because, apparently, I don't know, KFC didn't do it a certain way, and then that way...
So you have different certifications. Okay. There's one that is HMC, which is, which have been around for years.
Right.
And that is basically done in a way where people are like, no, we're happy with what they do. So some people do question it. Right? But then there is others that have been created which probably don't have as much structure to them, or maybe, don't have the same process that it goes through.
Okay, I get
it. So then the people that are strictly only eating HMC will say, we're not touching that.
That one,
Right? But there's people in the market that will be like, nah, like we're good with that.
Okay,
it's cool. Like and like now, if you go out, into the market, you go like KFC, Nando's, or whatever. These are classified as halal. They've got their own certification.
Yes,
and what we try and do is we try and promote each certification so that we can say, right, this is what this certification does. So we're trying to educate people to be like, look, like, we're not saying that we're going to tell you that, you know,
this is right and this is wrong.
yeah, but we're going to advise you on this is what this committee does.
Yeah.
This is what this one does.
We'll give you the choices. It's up to you to
It's
decide
then up,
what you want to do.
Yeah.
Okay,
And as to how strict you want to be. That's essentially what it is. So you might not be comfortable, but on the other hand, there might be somebody that is like, no, look, like, I'm happy if somebody tells me, if Janick tells me that, you know, it's halal, I'm going to trust your word for it. Yeah, because I don't believe that you're going to call me into your house and you're going to feed
Offer me this, this,
you get what I'm saying? So I take your word for it. Some people don't live like that. Some people would be like, no, like,
I need to see it.
I need to go
see it.
Yeah. So it comes on each person, you know, what is right, what is wrong, you know, that depends on what
But
God
you
decides.
pick us out. You like give both choices. So
Yeah, so we put it out to them to say, look, like, these are our vendors, or these are our products on the website, but do your own due diligence as well as to what you're comfortable with. Right?
You know, for the festivals, do vendors approach you or do you approach them, or both ways?
It works both ways. There's a huge demand for them, and like, food was a up and coming thing. Like, there's the BBC Good Food Show that happens. There's loads of like pop-up street food markets that happen, and I was looking at them and I was like, wow, like, these are interesting. But what I knew was that when the market that I'm promoting to was going to come out, they were going to come out in force.
Yeah. Because they've been seeing all these different ones, and they need some, like, their own one. Like,
This is the thing,
and stuff like that. You get me?
And this is the thing, is like, as a Muslim, I look at all this stuff like Wingfest, BBC Good Food Show, Winter Wonderland. I look at all of these things. I cannot be the only one that wants to go to these things.
Yeah.
Right? So what do?
Make one for yourself.
Make one for yourself.
And your people.
Right? Yeah. So that's what we're doing. We aren't perfect. We're getting things, you know, we're building a show. Like last year with NEC, we had a X amount of space. This year we've gone bigger, and we're trying to, you know, enhance the experience by adding more activities. So in 2023, we had a cooking theatre stage. We had a live culture stage where there was live performers. And when we say live performers, it's culturally different, because like, somebody from Pakistan or India may have a different take on what is culturally acceptable to somebody in Turkey. Yeah. And we have to adapt to all of that. We have to communicate with all the communities, not just the South Asian, but just because, you know, I'm classed as South Asian doesn't mean that we're only trying to get South Asian people in. Like this year, we're working on trying to get the Malaysian community in as well. So we'll bring in influence from their side, so they might go on the culture stage.
You know what? It sounds very similar, like what you were doing with the club scene, dealing with so many different people.
Yeah.
So you obviously might like managed to take a lot of skills you learned then and transferred it over.
That's exactly what it was. So I was like, when I was doing events, I knew how to get from an event that was 200 to 300 people and how to work that up to 3,000-4,000. Yeah. Like when we were talking about doing 2 clubs, it was almost like, okay, how are we going to do 2 clubs? There's 5 or 6 arenas. What's going on in each arena? If one arena fails, that means there's minus 500 people. So it's almost like, you know, putting
Your
bolt-ons.
mind's almost working straight away. Like
Yeah. And if I hadn't have gone through that whole experience of, you know, going through what I did, like clearly I was around alcohol and all of that. I was around bad influences, but it's made me who I am.
Yeah, and it's helped you.
It's helped me who I am.
What you've built now.
And it's probably given me more faith now in what I do, and it's given me more of a drive right now than I would have probably if I had a straightforward life.
Yeah.
If I had a straightforward life, I probably would have had the drive to deliver, you know, like NEC, we're talking 20,000 people. We did Victoria Park, we did 8,000 people. Manchester, we did 15,000 people. Bro, we're going to cities that we're not on the ground, bro. We're going in on the ground.
Yeah.
And we're working. And the same emphasis that I had in terms of what I was doing on the ground with nightclub events, you know, going out, flyers, putting up poster boards.
Meeting people.
Talking to them, whatever. Bro, I'm doing all of that. I go out on the ground and I do it because I need to make this work. I see it as, if I've sinned, if I've done wrong by bringing in, 500,000 people? I don't know how many people I brought into nightclubs.
Yeah.
If I've taken them down the wrong route or whatever, if I did that wrong, may the Lord forgive me. But my challenge personally to myself is that I have to beat that number.
Yeah.
So I've started. So these 20,000s, 15,000s, bro, like I'm looking to continue. I'm looking to blast them numbers because personally, I've got a goal to reach.
You're setting that standard.
Yeah.
That's your standard.
Yeah,
You know what? Yeah, that leads on to my last question of the day. Where do you see yourself and your company in 5 years?
It's interesting. The halal food shop.
Because where I see it, the trends is all changing. Like everyone now, like you got Tesco, everyone shops online now. People don't want to go.
It's interesting because let's say the halal food shop, if you would have asked me about 2 months ago, before all of this current crisis that's happening, I would have said I want to get into the mainstream supermarkets. Like when you walk into Tesco's, you've got a Holland and Barrett. Tesco Hamilton, you got a Holland and Barrett on the shop
store,
floor.
yeah.
It's like you're not even walking into something different. It's like you just walk into it and it feels like it's all a part of it.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to do. But the current crisis kind of changed that for me because I wouldn't be in control of what I need to be in control of.
Yeah.
So with the halal food shop, we'll probably end up opening stores all across the country.
Brick and mortar.
Yeah, so it's literally a case of like we'll probably franchise it out.
Yeah.
We'll probably open the first few up ourselves, almost like a Londis, like a spa.
Yeah.
Right? But
What's that one in St. George's?
Umrah supermarket, yeah.
They're doing really well.
They're doing really well because there's a huge market for it.
Yeah, massive.
So we want the halal food shop to be known by every single Muslim, and I would say when I say non-Muslim, anybody that knows about the halal market.
No, you know what? I've been on the halal food shop, but there's products that I can't get elsewhere.
Yeah,
it doesn't even have to be halal. Do you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I go to some of those shops as well to find certain products.
So we want the whole of the UK market that understands what halal is, that shops halal, to know that we exist. That's one of the first goals. Number 2 is making it accessible. So we have, because we've got an online grocery service which delivers all over the UK, including Isle of Man and Guernsey, right?
Yep.
We deliver to Northern Ireland as well. The next challenge now is to open up stores. We've got to strategically find the right places, probably franchise it out, small stores where people can just pop in and they know exactly what they're getting. So they could support a brand that they know.
Yeah.
Right now, the thing is like there's hundreds of supermarkets. There could be Bilal supermarket, there could be Nouri supermarket. But who's going to remember that? Who's got a story to that? Whereas the halal food shop can be globally recognized.
It does exactly what it says.
It is what it says on the tin.
Exactly.
That's it. Simple.
That's it.
So that's the aim with that.
Straight
with
to
the
the
food
point.
festivals, we wanna go international. We've had a couple of conversations. We're just gonna keep on growing them. The entertainment in terms of like what people can experience, that will be enhanced. And when I say that, I mean like there might be more kids' activities. There might be a dinosaur park. There might be a comedy show. So these are all things that we're looking to bolt on to the
Getting
event.
more family integrated.
Yeah.
I get that.
So that's the aim with that. Yeah. So there's a couple of things, and who knows? Like you might see a couple of like takeaways or things pop up.
New ventures. Well, good luck. Thanks for coming on again.
No problem.
I appreciate you coming on, man. I do want to say one thing though.
Go on then.
Completely forgot to say, Zap Me Up, one of our new sponsors, also giving Friday viewers 20% off. So go onto the website, get your 20% off, get yourself a device.
Yeah, man. It's a wrap.
That's it.